The ZV-E10 Mark II was released last week and it's a massive upgrade over its predecessor. There's a lot we got to cover, so without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with the price, the camera starts at $999 for the body only, or $1,099 for the new 16-50 Mark II kit lens, and you can click the link in the description down below if you want to get yours today. Now let's talk about image quality. The sensor in this camera is the exact sensor as the one in the Sony a6700 and FX30, which is a cinema line camera, so that's very impressive. And it features a 26 megapixel APS-C size BSI sensor, which features 10-bit 4:2 color as compared to 8-bit 4:2 in the original one. Video footage with this camera looks stunning, and the photos taken with it also look very good. All the outside shots were also shot with a K&F 67mm variable ND filter on my 16-55mm Sony lens. But now focusing on video, we get 14 plus stops of dynamic range when shooting in S-Log free, so this will preserve a lot more data in the highlights and shadows when recording in trickier lighting situations. And with this camera you also get some great codecs and resolution updates. You now get 4K recording, 10-bit 4:2 color as opposed to the original ZV-E10 with 8-bit 4:2 recording, and you also get 24, 30 and now 60 frames per second as opposed to 30 on the predecessor. And you can also record in all intra mode now. And I'd like to remind you to smash the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, so you don't miss out any more videos like this. And now let's get back to the camera. We do have a brand new improved body this time around. There is a larger and more ergonomically pleasing grip due to the new Z battery, which is used in the higher end A7S III, A7 IV cameras, giving it a longer battery life. And they placed the SD card slot on the side next to the ports as opposed to being inside the battery compartment. This also features the new free capsule microphone from the bigger brother, the Sony ZV-E10 full-frame camera, which has the same sensor as the Sony A7S III, which I'll be getting next week. And it has 4 different sound modes basically. You can select the mic to pick up audio either from the front, the back, or every direction manually, or you can set it to auto and it will detect automatically where the audio is coming from. And it also comes with a wind muffler, which you put on top of the camera to get rid of any unwanted wind noise when shooting outside. This camera also has a brand new touchscreen. It's a very similar experience to the Sony ZV-E10 where you have easy access to the main shooting mode of the camera and settings, making it very easy to use for someone who is just starting out on YouTube or never used the camera before, but you can swipe them out if you don't want them and you think that they're distracting. There's also this very cool feature which I find essential if you're shooting vertical content for Instagram, YouTube or TikTok. It features a brand new UI which now rotates with the camera and it repositions the icons on the screen to accommodate vertical shooting. So that's perfect if you're into shooting short videos on YouTube or Instagram. And for image stabilization, this features an electronic stabilization and no in-body image stabilization or IBIS. And it uses software inside the camera for stabilizing all the footage, which is doing a pretty good job in my opinion if you pair it with a lens that does have body stabilization. The shots that you just saw were with fully no IBIS whatsoever, because the lens that I own, the 16-55 G lens, doesn't have any image stabilization. And now on the photography side, the camera takes very sharp 26 megapixel raw images and it's a great camera for taking pictures casually. And I do love the light body and it's also very easy to carry around with you all day. I paired this up, like I said, with a 16-50 2.8 lens from Sony. And overall, this is a fun and lightweight camera which offers an enormous value for new content creators or for professionals. But to decide if this is the camera for you, you need to look at what type of content you're gonna be shooting. If you're a beginner, then absolutely just get it. It's perfect. But if you're creating more professional content, I should just get in one of the higher end full-frame cameras such as the A7S III, A7 IV, A7R5 or the A1, which will be arriving with me very soon next week and will be my first full-frame camera. Hope this video helped you and I'll appreciate if you could like and comment on the video down below if you enjoyed it and smash that subscribe button for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time.